But yeah, welcome to our new home here. It's in beautiful PX37 territory. It's got a lovely view. And yeah, no. Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival and Reforged Eden. I'm an old guy gaming, and we have found where we're going to set up our camp. So, basically, I worked my way back to this area here, where you see a little house, and it is roughly, as near as I can tell anyway, it's roughly about the same distance away from all the Xerax territory. So, essentially, about as far away as we can get from the Xerax. And, somewhat close to the equator, so it's not brutally cold outside like it was, towards the South Pole. I was just driving around a little bit off camera, and I found a woodwalker and actually 2 golems in this area here. And so I marked those because, when stuff like that spawns in, they usually spawn in the same area. So that way we can kind of farm them a little bit. And the golems had some pretty decent stuff on them. I guess I must have already offloaded them into the vessel. But, we got a little bit of a restroom, and we got a little bit of of the higher level ores, which you typically get, when you kill those guys. Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to exit our vessel here, and we are, as you can see, up against a mountain cliffside here. And I have, as soon as I got to the spot, of course, I put these down to get going on O2 for us. And we're not in too bad a shape on O2. And I also have 10 emergency ones in there too. So that stuff is working. And then, this is some of the stuff I got off the golems, as you can see here. A little bit of neo, a little bit of restrum, some more promethium, a little bit of titanium as well. And so, I took all the wood that we got off of that woodwalker and put it in here and made some more plant fibers. So we're not doing too bad, really, all things considered, in terms of our, our resources and, our O2 and that sort of thing. Our health's a little bit low. That is because, I'm trying to remember, I think when I left you in the last episode, if I remember right, I was setting up some condensers because we needed O2 really bad. Well, I just barely got O2 in me before I died. I got something down to like 27 health or something like that. And then I managed to, pop a canister. But, that's why our health is so low. Okay, so what the plan is we're going to get out of here. And let's see, it is 41 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So if we stand next to the heater, that brings us up to 12 degrees Fahrenheit, which is good because our suit can handle only -4, and the reason it can only handle -4 is because we put 2 armor boosters on there. So this sacrifices essentially 10 points of cold protection, but gives us 2 additional radiation protection. So along with that, we're now protected from the radiation. So as long as we don't get into any hot spots, we have 6 rads, and it's 6 rads in ambient, I guess you would call it, here on this planet when we're not in hot spots. So we're good on radiation. But we, cold is still a thing, but as long as we stay in this general vicinity and stand next to our heater, we're fine, on the cold as well. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to set up another camp inside the mountain, just like we did before, for the camp, but then for the base, I'm not sure, because here's the thing, I was going to put the base also down inside of a mountain. The problem with that, though, is, that's fine and good, but when we need to go then build something like a small vessel and eventually a capital vessel, we can't build it inside the mountain because, we got to fly it out, right? So what I think I might do is just start accumulating resources and concrete blocks and stuff like that, and then when the time comes, we'll plop the core down and we'll quickly build an enclosure, and then, we'll also make some turrets too. I think, that's going to be tricky because I don't think we can make base turrets in here. Yeah, so that's going to be, something we're going to have to really be ready to go. So we're going to have all the resources, because as soon as we power up that base, the absolute first thing we have to do is we have to make some turrets, like some projectile turrets and ammo for it. So, yeah, I'm going to have to kind of plan that out because I don't think we're going to have much time from the moment that I think it's when we power up the base. It could be when we set the core down, but I think it's when we power up the base, before the attacks start coming. But we're not, we're going to have a camp here, and we're going to put, all of our valuables and our survival stuff inside our little camp so that, even if the absolute worst happens and the Xerax utterly destroys our base, we still have our camp and we can kind of start over. So that's the plan. And so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and just start doing some digging, and I'll bring you back once we have our little hidey hole set up, and then we will go from there. Okay, guys, we have our new base camp set up. So I've got all 3 of the constructors over here, our 2 atmospheric condensers, our tent, set up a light here, of course, for us. And then just like we did before, there is a little pit here. So if I fall into it, I can still get out. But if the Xerax or the critters fall into it, they should, in theory, anyways, be trapped inside. So this little tunnel got a little wider than I wanted it to, because I was on the drone. So anyway, it is what it is. Can't do much about that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how well this is going to work. It'll work fine, for wildlife, of course, but for Xerax, I'm not sure, how things will work, but we'll give it a try and see, how things go. So this constructor here has basically all of our resources. This one is dedicated at the moment anyways to making biofuel. And this one is just kind of currently holding our extra equipment. So the next order of business here is that we need to start learning base stuff. Okay, so let's put 2 more of those in there and 2 more of these in here. I want to keep one of these with me for the drill. And we got another bottle there. Okay, so we're up to 7 bottles, plus I have 16 emergencies now. So we're doing okay on O2. I think we'll be fine now, as long as we keep these things going. All right, so let's go into our tech tree and go to base. And what we want to do, generator research. This is kind of cool stuff. I mean, stuff we'll get into later on, I guess. But anyway. So let's learn the essentials for base. We're going to need a fuel tank, of course. We're going to want we'll eventually want an O2 station. That's not super critical right at the moment. So large auxiliary CPU. Interesting. Okay, let's go down here. We need the Ginny, of course, and we're going to need a small constructor and a large constructor. We're going to want cargo containers, an ammo container, and a controller, a food processor, not necessarily an armor locker for the moment. Solar panels are no good to us. But we're going to want projectile turrets too. Okay, so I think that gives us the essentials for getting a base going. Now, if we get this base up and running, and get enough turrets on it that it can defend itself, then we'll start thinking about setting up a farm. And so we can start growing plants. But until then, we're going to have to rely upon meat from critters and eggs, to sustain us, which, we're doing pretty good on that too. We have a pretty decent amount of food with us. Okay, so that's done. Now let's go ahead and select base and components, and we're going to make a core. I want to make the stuff in the order that it's essential to make it. I want to look at one other thing here too. If we go to here and we go back to base, can we make these in the small constructor? We can't. Darn it. We're going to have to go right to a large constructor, which means we're going to have to make a small constructor first, and then we're going to have to immediately make a large constructor so that we can then immediately make the turrets. Man, that's going to be tricky. That is going to be tricky. Okay, well, let's do the best we can. That's all we can do, right? We'll do the best we can. So after the core, we're going to want a generator, of course, and we're going to need a fuel tank, and we're going to need a small constructor, and we're going to need at least one cargo container to start with, and refrigerators and all that stuff. You know, we'll just rely upon our hover vessel for the time being for that sort of thing. So hopefully we have enough resources in here. We have a pretty decent amount of resources to make all of this stuff. And, you know, of course, if we don't, we'll go out and look for whatever it is that we still need. Now, the other thing we need to do is we need to get concrete blocks going. So I don't have... I would like to have a dedicated, you know, because I want this to be making non-stop fuel, non-stop. I suppose we could use, actually we could use this one, because, you know, this is just storage. So, all right, so we need to get some stone so that we can start making concrete blocks. Now we have, I mean, I'm just going to leave that in there. That is such a small amount of stone. We're going to need it for carbon substrate, stone dust, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and grab our heater, and we're going to go out and about and start harvesting a bunch of stone so we can get a bunch of concrete blocks going. We could even just go hit these here first. And I also want to get some iron. I still want to get some more iron ore so we can make at least one more constructor, if for no other reason, so we, you know, use it for storage. But yeah, welcome to our new home here. It's in beautiful PX37 territory. It's got a lovely view. And yeah, no. Okay, anyway. So let's just take this much stone that we have and take it back and get it going. And then we'll go out a little further to get more. Whoopsie. We missed it. I hope nothing nasty is chasing us when we have to get in here. There we go. Yeah, I kind of wish this tunnel would have stayed straighter, and it probably would have if I would have been doing it in person as opposed to the drone, but that's just kind of the way that it turned out. Okay, so we'll put those in there, and we'll get some concrete blocks going. We will also upgrade these to armored concrete as soon as we possibly can. Why is that damaged? I don't know. Not damaged a lot, just a tiny bit. Interesting. Okay. Let's get our lights on. So yeah, we're looking for iron, and we're looking for just more stone in general. Let's go. I'm going to leave the little ones. Let's look for something a little more substantial. Like, yeah, we can get these two big ones. We'll go back over by the Woodwalker and Golem spawn areas too, and just see if another one, you know, has spawned in, because those guys provide wonderful resources for us, and XP as well. We're doing good on our ammunition, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. It's going to be a while. We're not going to be getting off this dark. Oh shit! That scared me. Dark rock anytime soon, but it'll happen, or we'll die trying. And probably it's going to be a combination of both of those things. That guy scared the hell out of me, man. You mother. Okay. Where'd he go? We must have just got out of his aggro range. Where did he go? Did we get that far away from him? We must have. Okay, well, forget about him. We'll get him later. We will get him later. Let's put this down and warm up really quick. Yeah, it is so much warmer here. When we stand by our heater, it actually goes into the positive. So as long as it doesn't go below -4, we're good to go, temperature-wise. Just never occurred to me that the South Pole would be colder, because in vanilla Empyrion it isn't. It doesn't make any difference. So that was the deal. All right, let's just leave that little stone and go look for bigger stuff. All right, let's head on over towards the spawns while we continue to get stone. And hopefully we'll come across some iron here too. Excuse me. But like I said, I found actually 2 golems over here when I was over here last. So hopefully we'll find some more. Get some good stuff. .2 rads in this spot. Just a little hotter. There's some iron. And a cave worm, desert worm thingamadoodle. All right, we need to distribute our weight a little bit better. So, left front or right front? Is the left front completely full? And then let's do left rear and right rear. And I'm going to get another portable constructor going. We should actually probably make another. Probably wouldn't hurt to make another one of those too. Let's grab this silicon. It might be a little too soon for those golems to respawn. Not seeing anything here. Okay, well, let's go over by the woodwalker. Might as well grab this iron too. Oh, there's some copper also. One thing about this planet, there's no shortage of surface ore. So, you know, it does have that going for it, I guess. There's the copper. It does seem too, you know, at least until we get our base started up, that as long as, you know, you're out in the, away from their territory, you know, they pretty much leave you alone, the Xerax. But of course, here again, that'll change once we get started with a base and all that. There's some more iron. There's some scormantises. Scorpion antis? I don't know. I can't remember. I always get them mixed up. But we'll kill them. We'll kill them for some XP and for some more meat. There we go. Now, let's get our gun loaded this time. And keep it that way. I think there's 2 more down here. Yeah, there they are. The sniper rifle has a nice little crack to it. I think I mentioned this, but one of the things Reforged does is it changes the sounds of the weapons. Makes them sound more realistic, I guess. Look at this blue ground. Wasn't there another Scormantis? Scorpantis? Yeah, I think that's what they're called, Scorpantis. Okay, let's go back to our vessel. Don't want to get too far away. Grab some more iron while we're here. Oh, got a little cold there. Okay, so we'll put that iron in there and that stone. And then we need to go to the left rear. Oh, the left rear is already full, right? Okay. Now let's do left rear 2. And we want to put this stuff in here. We're still doing okay, movement-wise. Not too much more weight, though. Okay, there's a copper. Copper is what we're lowest on at the moment. Did I see another one right here? Yep, I sure did. Sure enough. It goes down into a little canyon crevasse kind of thing there. There's another Scorpantis. Love them headshots, baby. All right, let's grab this iron and silicon. And then I think we better start working our way back because we're going to start getting pretty heavy here. How are we doing? Yeah, we got a lot of room in our own inventory. come back here later and check and see if our buddies are back. We could stop. We could go over to this Promethium bookmark and get some more Promethium, too. Whoop. Get your nose up. We have 119 minutes of fuel left. And we should have a nice little supply of O2. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this stuff with us so we can cook it. And we'll just load up. Okay, that's all we can hold on to at the moment. Alright, so you're working on blocks for us. You should be working on fuel. Let's go ahead and cook the food in here. We're going to need to put this down. Alright, here. Put the stone in here and just keep making blocks like crazy. Concrete blocks. And we'll throw the ores in here. We have a fourth portable. And I'm just going to stick that in that corner. And maybe what we'll do is put half of this in here so we can double our production on our blocks. There we go. Alright, let's grab all the O2 out of here. We'll turn the waters into emergencies, and we'll put these down here and get our O2 topped back off. Let's go get the rest of our hull here. Right front, right rear. I've got some extra fuel cells in there. And we never put anything here. Okay, so I think that's everything, right? Let's just double check it. We don't need to take any of that stuff in the house with us. Okay, let's keep 2 of those in there, but then let's put these in here. Get stuff to 72%. And we'll go see if we can grab some more Promethium from that other spot there after we get the rest of this stuff set up. Oh, we missed it. I know this is a little janky here, but it's what we came up with, so. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, for goodness sakes. Wait for your jetpack to fully recharge. Okay, now we just want to kind of dip down and then up. There we go. I hope we're not getting chased sometime when we got to do that. Put half the stone in here and half the stone in here. Right, I'm going to convert all of the ores into ingots. And let's convert all the existing Promethium into... Well, see, we've got 1 charge here. Maybe we should make 1 more. To do that, we need steel plate and fuel cell. Yeah, let's make one more of these. Here, I'm going to cancel these for a second. And then I'm going to turn the rest of that into fuel cells. Because I don't think there's anything else we need it for right at the moment. Yeah, so let's go back to here. We'll wait for that to actually start constructing first, and then we'll queue up some fuel cells. There we go. So, we only have 373 plant fibers now. But we do have 18 biofuel, which is pretty good. So what I'm going to do is take and cut these in half. Yeah, I don't think we need more than 2 of these. As long as we can just keep them going, then we'll be fine. We'll be fine. There we go. We need to find another tree walker guy though. Have some steak and eggs. And we'll make some more of these. And I'm just going to keep those there. I'm not even going to take them out of there. So we always have them if we get into an emergency situation. Okay, good. Oxygen's good. Health is slowly coming back as we, continue to eat. All right. Let's go head over to that Prometheum bookmark, and hopefully we'll run into another woodwalker along the way. Shouldn't be... Yeah, we got that signature there, but I'm not really too worried about that right now. We'll pick up more ore, along the way, so we're getting stuff on the way there and getting stuff on the way back. All right. We need a woodwalker. There's more Scorpantuses. Whoops. Wasn't there 2 of them there? Yeah. Sounds like I hear something behind me. It's a little bit unnerving. Okay. You feel very comfortable and satisfied. Yay. I'm not sure what buff that actually gives, if it even gives one at all. Maybe it's just telling us kind of more like a role-playing thing, Ah! I thought I heard somebody. Why is your gun not loaded? Open wound. Shit. Okay, well, we had to use another big health pack. Okay, stop. Check every single one of these guns. Make sure they're all loaded. Goodness gracious. Thing is I could have sworn I already did that, and I don't know. Did the game unload them somehow? I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. There's a worm guy. These guys are actually pretty hard to kill. Alright, we don't want to get down into a really steep ravine. But, kind of looks like what's down there, huh? Is there any way to get across from here? Okay, what if we go this way? I don't know, man. Can we kind of skirt along the side here? Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, navigating in this place is kind of tricky. It really is, because you just can't see, you know? More than, I don't know, about what, 50 yards or so in front? So it makes it hard, you know, to like use landmarks and stuff like that to know where you are. Okay, so we got a worm. We got a bunch of pentaxid here. What I really want is promethium, though. And looks like we have one promethium stone, 2 promethium stones here. Nice. But we don't want to get out in this little patch because it's hot here. Oh, 3 promethium stones. Even better. So we're going to go right up on this ridge here. Make sure nothing else is sneaking up on us at the moment. And let's see if we can reach... yeah, it's kind of hot. Well, what is it here? 7.2. Maybe we can handle... Oh, damn, that scared me. We can handle a little bit of radiation. I don't think these guys will hurt us if we don't hurt them. Let's hope I'm not wrong about that. Pick it up, pick it up. Okay, can we reach this one? Ah, not quite. Okay, let's get over... Here, let's get back in here for a second. We only have 0.1 body radiation, so we're doing pretty good on that front. We just got to keep it that way. Okay, let's just stand up here. Ooh, we just barely got that. Nice. Okay, let's go back over... Whoops. Back over to this other stone. Straighten up. Straighten up. Yeah, it's only 6 rads right here. Okay, is there any more promethium? Or is it all just pentaxid now? I don't see any more stones. How are we doing weight-wise? We're doing pretty good. So we got 15 stones there. We get just a little bit closer. Okay, no, that's where it gets nasty. I just wanted to grab this copper and iron that I saw down here too. Oh, was that back over this way? I don't know if we can reach this. Just got one stone out of that. Okay, let's go down there again in the vessel and just make sure there's no more promethium stones. And if we don't find any more, there's that copper. Then we will change our bookmark to read pentaxid. Kind of have the bookmark in the wrong place, but it's close enough to where it doesn't really matter. There's our worm buddy. All right. So let's remove this bookmark. And we'll just scooch it over a little bit. And I guess we're using flags for this one. Like I mentioned before, I'm not going to pick up the pentaxid right now because it's kind of heavy and we don't have any use for it at the moment. So we'll just leave it there and we'll get it when we need to get it. All right. Well, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and let you go here. What I'm going to do is just continue gathering resources. And keep making, blocks, and then when I feel like we have enough blocks to get started, we will I'll bring you back at that point and we'll get started with building our main base. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. So, yep, that's it. So, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.